In the civilian aspect, I'm a licensed practical nurse, but I don't practice at this time. So I'm trying to take what I've learned, especially while I was overseas.
My primary MOS is 3051.
8 years, petroleum.
My secondary MOS is 8411.
One of the biggest issues that I feel is a problem is a language barrier.
Senior medical specialist at the 442 MP Company.
The skill sets of military folks are difficult to translate into a civilian culture.
Rank E6 before I got out.
Helping companies understand what a veteran means by MOS, or what a sergeant or a corporal is.
Staff sergeant.
On the MHG forces that was there.
We need to help overcome that.
How many years were you? Being prior military myself, if it's any service other than the Army, you know, I'm kind of like a civilian. If it's a Navy guy I'm talking to and he's throwing around these acronyms and all this different stuff, I'm kind of like looking at it from the point of view also. And I just tell them, you know, in that resume, just break those words down and spell them out so there won't be any questions, because the last thing you want is that to be a barrier.
Military people are what they do. So when that ends, when they leave the military, a lot of them are scared to death.
For almost 11 years, the Marine Corps is all I've been, all I've known. To leave it and go somewhere else, I don't think if I'm ready, mentally ready. Physically, I am, but mentally, I don't think I'm ready.
Do your homework, figure out what you want to do with your life. Because you did this job for 5 years, 2 years, 20 years, you may want to do something completely different, and you need to arm yourself with ammunition on how do I get to where I want to be.
So if you're interested in a technician position, you can go online.
Preferably, I'm looking for something that has to do with law enforcement.
Department of defense contractors speak the same language.
With other organizations particular, you know, it's not such an easy transition as it is with Northrop. And therefore, I think that's why a lot of times when we go out to every venue we go to, our line is pretty much extending outside of the door.
Statistically, if a company has more than 20 employees, there's probably one person there who's either a veteran or in the National Guard or in the Reserve. They need to harness those folks, bring them in and say, how do we reach these people? How do we understand that language? You've got internal resources, even if you're a small business, that you may not realize you have.